my nose is so stuffy. Hey everybody, I just want to say happy Easter. That's one thing. I used to love Easter because I used to spend Easter a lot with the family. But then we stopped when my grandmother passed away. It just got us too sad and we just stopped. So, happy Easter. I'm so stuffy. You know, my nose is so stuffy. But I want to talk about this topic. And this topic is so funny or controversial. But this is something that I feel like I got to stand up for as a fellow Hispanic person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen a comment, right? Like, this girl, she wrote, like, I don't understand how you let this Hispanic girl be in the hip-hop game. How does that work? And this is like, excuse me? What does me being Hispanic, why can't I be in the rap game, in the hip-hop game, because I'm Hispanic? I was raised in the Bronx. I was raised in the hood. Hip-hop was all that I heard. Hip-hop, when I listen to hip-hop music, it relates to my lifestyle. And I'm so tired of people downplaying and hurting Hispanic people. Like, my father is Hispanic. My father is Dominican. And, you know, I'm from the Bronx. And I'm from New York. And in New York, it's very diverse. I know that there's a lot of states that it's not really diverse as it is in New York. But if you're from New York, where I'm from, you will know that Hispanic people, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, I don't really, there's just a lot of Dominicans and Puerto Ricans where I'm from, or Ecuadorians, whatever. Like, we really all, I swear to God, like, you have to be in New York to understand that we really all get treated the same. We get the same treatment as everybody else. On God. On God. Cops be slamming the shit out of anybody. You could be a light-skinned Hispanic person, like, I don't know, like Fat Joe. Everybody is raised in the projects. Everybody get raised in these dirty, pissy elevator buildings. And everybody be the same. That's why there's not a lot of racism in New York. Because everybody lives together. Like, everybody lives together. And it's so crazy. Like, I will never let anybody make me feel ashamed because I'm half Hispanic. Like, the shit that my family went through in this country, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if y'all ever see me doing videos in my grandmother's house. My grandmother been living, we've been having my grandmother's house, like her apartment for 30 years. And it's a very small ass apartment. It's so small, like my hotel room right now is way bigger than my grandmother's house. And my family came here, 10 of them. My dad got 9 siblings. Him and all his 9 siblings came to this country. And they slept in that apartment with my grandmother and my grandfather. Around 2008, 2009, when they raided my grandmother's crib, they slammed my grandmother, they slammed my aunt on the floor, they beat my uncle up, in front of my grandmother. They arrested him in his socks, in his boxers, in his things, in his wife beater. And y'all gonna downplay people like Hispanic people, like we don't be going through the same shit that everybody else be going through. And shit really be real. Like, the shit that my family went through, like, my grandfather, I wish I could show you my grandfather's hand. My grandfather lost half his finger in a factory in the United States working for his family. All my family do is work. Each and every single one of them. And everybody gets treated the same in New York. Like, everybody gets treated like a minority. When there's, in New York, there be gang rape invasions. Like everybody gets locked up like by 20 people, 30 people from one block. And if you see, it be blacks and Hispanic. And they all get treated the same in Rikers Island. Everybody. And that shit really be hurting me, because the way that I be seeing people discriminate Hispanic people, I just don't feel like that shit is fair, and I don't feel like nobody stands up for them. Or I feel like there's some states that there's not a lot of Hispanic people, so y'all don't be knowing what people be going through. Y'all don't be knowing what a Dominican person, a Puerto Rican person. I'm Dominican, so I'm half Dominican, so y'all wouldn't even know the type of shit that we be going through, because a lot of people don't even know the difference between ethnicity, race, and nationality. And that shit really be hurting me, bro. Hurting me. Like, I grew up being poor. I grew up with a poor family. My mom, she was raised in upstate New York, and my dad brought her to the city in New York City. And the shit that it's just like you gotta travel. Like, people talk so much, but they don't travel. They don't know how other people's live. They don't even care to want to know how other people's live. So it's just like, how you gonna tell me because I'm Hispanic I don't deserve to be hip hop? What? Bitch, you probably haven't even went or seen the things that I have seen, my nigga. You will probably never even went through the struggle that I have went through. You haven't even seen anything. A lot of people see my complexion and they just assume, oh, a girl like me don't experience no colorism, no racism. Why is it that every single time that I sit first class in a plane, there's always a white man or a white woman that always gotta ask me, excuse me, what is it that you do for a living? Why you gotta ask me? Why are you surprised that I'm in first class? Why you not asking the white man or the white woman that's in front or behind you? When I go shopping and I go with my sweats and everything, why is it that motherfuckers is following me? Why you don't follow the white woman or the white man that is shopping too? You want to follow me. You want to follow me. Right? And that's the shit that y'all have to understand, that people really be going through this shit. Like, I feel like just you being a hood person, you being a minority person, you get extremely discriminated in this country. Period. I just wish that people, I wish sometimes that people were more from like New York, so they could understand how people be living and how the communities be doing. Because I went to a school that it was all Hispanic African Americans, and everybody got treated the same. Everybody got the same education, the poor education. Everybody used to be fucking freaked out because after school or in lunchtime, there was somebody getting their face cut. There was somebody getting jumped. There was somebody getting beat up. I have ran from bitches that been trying to cut my face so many times that I wouldn't even know. I have gotten jumped so many times that I wouldn't even know. I have gotten into so many fights that I haven't even know. I have lost so many friends, African American friends, Hispanic friends. Y'all wouldn't even know. Everybody is just the same. Everybody just, they just all get along. Everybody. And I remember when I used to date this guy who was locked up. He was and you know, in New York there's a Dominican gang, and them niggas in jail, they be getting shit in there. And they was saying like, yo, this Dominican guy, this Papi, yo, he really helped me, this and that. Everybody just be helping each other over here. I just feel like there's not enough diversity in this country, so people wouldn't really understand how shit is. That shit really be hurting me, how people just be discriminating. Like, if people don't be going through some shit in this motherfucker. And then not only that, you gotta be worrying about constantly getting deported, working so hard in this country, but you do one little fuck up, one little ticket, you just might get deported. And this goes for Caribbean people, West Indian people, and Hispanic people. 'Cause that's what I am. That's what I am. And I just wish that people was stop being so like arrogant or not, or being so naive of the things that they be going on, because they don't know what the other person goes. In this country, is not just white and black. There's so many different people, and I feel like people gotta hear them out and hear out their struggles. Like, it's so crazy. Like me, like I was looking at the news, right, and I started researching and everything, because I don't be knowing what's going on, like in the Mexican world, or what Mexican people think. I didn't grow up around Mexicans. I didn't. And the things that they're going through, that shit really hurts my heart. Like, that shit really hurts my heart. Like I said, I never really, I ain't grow up around Mexicans. I don't really know how their culture is. You know, Dominicans, Mexicans, everybody have their different, the different way of growing up. And when I tell you that what these Mexicans are going through, that shit is really heartbreaking. Like, I read the story about how this man, he came to this country when he was 10 years old. And he's about 30 some shit now, and he's getting deported because I think he came here without no papers, and he's been trying to get his papers, and he adapted to this country, and now he's getting deported. And it's just like, just because you don't know what other people are going through, we should speak to people, and we should see what they struggle. Like, everybody's struggle is different. At the end of the day, I feel like this is why I be feeling like, if you are a minority, you get shitted on. I feel like, no offense, I have a lot of Caucasian fans, but y'all don't even understand what minority people, every single type of minority, go through. Muslims, African American, Caribbean people, Hispanic people, Spanish people. Like, they be going through some shit in this country, and I feel like people don't be knowing because we don't be growing up around certain type of people, so we don't know they certain type of struggle, and that shit really be fucking real. I just wanted to say that shit because I just be seeing shit, and I just be like, I don't know, I have so much sympathy for people that it's not even funny, y'all. I just wanted to tell y'all how I feel. And a little bit about my struggle, and a little bit about my family's struggle and everything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.